Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to part 2 of 3 of our actual play of Masks, The New Generation, starring a reimagined original X-Men team, Katie playing Angel, Austin taking over Beast, Branden as Cyclops, and Andrew playing Iceman. If you recall last time, there was a danger room mishap that injured Jean Grey and got the team in trouble with their mentor, Professor X. Perfect time to de-stress with a drive-in movie, I'd say. Surely nothing bad could go wrong, right? Right?
Is that girl all alone with her little heart breaking? Superhero, you ain't no superhero. You're a dummy and a zero. But your first date was on our wedding day.
Alright, so, yeah, everyone's picked the moves. Does anyone want to, just so we know our team a little better, like, say, the coolest move you picked, just so we know? Or one that everyone else should know about to help set you up for stuff?
Nah.
None? Okay. This is, I'm just gonna zoom ahead. So, sometime later, it says, you guys are out on the town. What are you doing? Iceman, you seem like the person who would try to be cheering people up.
You should come with me.
I think everyone's here. What are you doing for fun? What are you bringing these kids along to do? Jean is still just kind of bedridden. She might be up, but she like conscious at least, but she can't, leave her bed basically.
Yeah, so... No, so we were going to a drive-in movie.
What?
Nice.
Do they have drive-in movies still?
A wave of nostalgia's hit America.
I actually went to one like 3 years ago. So anyway, we went to a drive-in theater, but we are sneaking in.
In whose car? Or are we just walking in?
Your car. You got a convertible.
Mm-hmm.
It's red.
And it's a rated R movie.
Oh, okay.
And so I wanted to show
Deadpool.
off. No, it's got boobs in it.
Deadpool.
Dead boobs.
So I wanted to show off that I knew about this movie and I could get in and it's very cool. And I bought one movie ticket and told Cyclops to meet us inside. And then the rest of us snuck in because there's no way he would have gone along with it.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys finally made it.
Oh, so, were you an Angel driving in? Oh, I think...
No, we parked outside and used our powers to sneak in.
So it just blew you in?
Yeah. And Beast can just easily jump the fence.
But whose car are you? Is everyone's meeting... So,
We all
Cyclops'
drove
car is
there. But we dropped Cyclops off and here's your ticket.
But whose car are you?
We're gonna park.
Hanging out in the drive-in, right?
No, we're not in a car. At the drive-in.
Yeah, you can just hang out in the drive-in.
Yeah.
You can bring a blanket.
Okay. That's
Like a movie on the lawn kind of a deal.
Yeah, we don't need to hear the movie. We can just sit in the back and watch it for the boobs.
I see.
Very
Jeans away. Love it.
I talk about the boobs a lot too.
What's the name of the movie? Anyone?
Don't do it, Andrew.
I better not.
It's like a spoof of Behind the Green Door. It's like an artsy. But it's called
Boob Door.
It's called The Yellow Door.
Oh, so Hank only agreed because it's a French artsy film. It's going to expand his knowledge.
Yeah.
I heard that the use of I heard that the cinema verite community's really been found this film to be just a masterpiece. But there's been some objections to it. He just keeps going.
Well,
on the drive there.
One thing I want to bring up is that
So
superheroes are relatively new and mutants are real new. Pretty much Magneto was the one who kind of introduced that, and J. Jonah Jameson especially introducing it. And they're kind of real bad. They're bad news. According to the population. I don't know how much of your audience of the Fighting Chance knows that you're actually a mutant or not, but it's becoming sort of public knowledge, sort of coming to public consciousness that the X-Men are mutants in particular, since they fought all mutants so far, and the Hulk. But Beast, how are you hiding? Are you all
Perfectly
shaved?
shaven body.
Oh yeah,
He should be behind the screen.
He shaved just before they left.
But you still have those like giant hands and giant feet.
Yeah, giant hands and giant hand feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think otherwise he does indeed wear like a big coat and keeps his hands like in the pockets.
Okay. Like this
Specially
Donatello
made
trench
shoes.
coat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like the thing is maybe a more apropos.
yeah, and so he does that number, and he's kind of very self-conscious about it. If we had to go somewhere where we would have to buy tickets, which I know apparently in this game plan we're not doing that, but if we had to do that, he would have one of these other guys like buy the ticket for it and be like, oh, here are 3 tickets or 4 tickets or whatever it is.
Oh, and it's rated R, so probably only Angel could have bought them anywhere.
Possibly.
Children.
But we're apparently sneaking in.
Yeah, this should go fine. So to pull back the curtain, this is where you have an opportunity to use these team moves if you so choose, or also bring your attention to the Pierce the Mask, which kind of lets you into what other people are thinking and feeling. Comfort and support, which kind of self-explanatory, especially helping your teammates that have conditions on them. Provoke someone, if that comes up, that could be interesting. And also, those of you who have influence over each other can shift each other's labels theoretically, unless they reject your influence. But this scene, I'm gonna have like a smaller, shorter scene in this movie theater, as you guys have some time to talk amongst yourselves.
But the portrayal of women is still something that people objected to quite significantly in the film.
Oh, one other question I want to ask is, did you guys sneak away from the professor too?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. So he thinks you guys have like
We did the
pillows
pillow
instead?
trick.
Well, I entirely
It's
told them to
just
go
all of Hank's hair stuffed into a pillowcase.
Oh, that's true. Scott told them we're going to
I
the
entirely
movies.
told them.
Oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
was like, oh, we're gonna go
Oh,
to
so
the movies.
everybody else is sneaking away, but you're like, oh yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're just gonna go to the movies.
And
Bye.
he's like,
In the other door.
Yeah, well, Hank, I heard the movie's a lot about sexual enlightenment and expressing yourself honestly, and culture represses too much. So, I don't know what you read, but...
Taking more on the side of the New Yorker's review.
Well, it's the one I read. So... I don't know, I just thought you guys might like it.
Well, it is a welcome break. We did quite have we did take quite the tongue lashing from the professor,
Yeah.
which apparently is what is going on in this film in this scene.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's really hot. What do you think, Warren?
Oh, it's nothing like real life.
Really?
I forgot what was going on. I wasn't paying attention.
Somebody was getting a tongue lashing.
Oh, yeah, it's totally different in real life. It's
What's it like?
so enjoyable. Yep, the tongue is just everywhere, and
Amazing.
Oh god, this is good.
To make sure we were recording.
Love it.
Oh, and I think he only just shaved, so you can see Hank's face turns quite red, and he's like, I meant our Virgin Voyage. Oh, Our first voyage into the danger room.
Yeah, was anyone... I don't know if this specifically triggered, but was anyone trying to see the person beneath in this conversation? I think either of you two, possibly. Were you trying to get a read on the other person?
Yeah, right. Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes most sense. Probably trying to get a sense of
Yeah.
what Angel's about.
Hank's so uncomfortable with his own body, he doesn't want to discuss other people's body in any kind of frank manner, unless it's a clinical sense.
11.
Oh no.
Yeah, this was a mundane. You got?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you get to ask 3 of those.
How could I gain an influence over you?
You already have influence over me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean you can get
But-
double
You get
influence.
more?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just shift your labels, right, when that happens?
Yeah.
Oh, you are in a dangerous situation, but if you want, you still use team in the future.
Prove that you can be more than a sidekick.
Okay.
Then I'll be like impressed.
Wow, alright.
Because right now you're just sidekick material. That's all I see you as.
What?
This man can literally freeze a person's solid.
Not yet.
Yappy. Not yet, exactly.
I can make an icy
that.
mask. That's my power right now.
Still, though,
It's better than just a layer of snow, but
he's got wings.
it's snow ice slide. Let's see. I don't know. Can I hold with this move?
It doesn't say that, but I'm okay with that if you want to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
I more meant the criticism we got from the professor it was accurate, though perhaps a bit harsh. I thought we performed somewhat admirably.
Oh, I don't think any of us really took a look at anything besides what we were doing ourselves. I think we were all far too focused on our temporary objectives instead of actually taking a look at the room around us.
I mean,
You
I did
guys are
help
just
save
gonna
your ass.
Talk about the mission the whole night. Warren and I are trying to watch the movie.
So let's Tail, what do you say?
What's the seating arrangement, by the way?
Because this is actually my triumphant celebration, by the way.
Oh, I was doing something else.
What do you say to this? Mr. Beastman, do you agree or disagree?
Beastman's different.
Do you call him that?
No.
Do you call him Beastman?
No,
Okay.
this is not. This is just me like wanting. This is me like looking at you like.
And he's like,
This is nighttime, too, so do you
Yeah.
have to shave twice to...
Yeah.
oh, he shaved
Yeah,
just before we came out to this
just
adventure.
for-
Yeah.
and in the morning. So.
Yeah.
His blue eyelashes are the only thing left. And eyebrows, I
Yeah.
guess.
Maybe. Well,
No, you shave that shit off too.
it is Marvel Comics.
If
Lots of
you
characters have
have
blue
just
hair.
forehead hair, what are you just
Yeah.
gonna shave around the nice?
Maybe he does shave his eyebrows off. But the
Or, fine. Have you ever seen a person without eyebrows?
the
The worst.
they well, which is apparently how I'm starting every sentence in this game.
Well,
Scott, I have to admit that I was perhaps holding back a little bit. As someone who helped the professor work on the danger room, I didn't want to give away too many of its weaknesses or foibles. The professor was able to randomize or modify the program, but in the future, I could perhaps attempt to, rather than merely responding, perhaps better assess the dangers that we face.
Guys, I'm trying to watch the movie.
wonderful. I think that's a response we all need to take to challenges, is how to better ourselves.
Yeah, how's that work for your move? What happened?
I get another influence over him, and we add 2 team to the pool.
Nice.
But both of these folks rejected what I said. So I'm going to take some conditions from that. Couple
Wow, from each of them?
Yeah, because I did it to everybody instead of just one person.
Oh, tricky.
Yeah.
I think you're expressly supposed to do that, but I like it. I'm allowing it.
You're trying to make a move on me during the movie?
I did it already. You didn't even notice.
So do you get the influence?
Yes, I get
You
the
do?
influence already. Well, I have it already, so I just shift your labels.
No, yeah. Oh, that happens immediately?
I think so, yeah.
Another influence comes and instead
Wait.
immediately shift one. Okay.
Is it tongue lashing when you get your tongue lashed? You use your tongue to do the lashing.
I don't know. Roll plus superior. Alright, Warren, how can I get
Probably
you to
one
just
freak down
watch
and,
the movie with me away from these guys who want to talk about the mission the whole time?
One superior
Oh.
up.
Sure.
Your sidekick.
Boobs.
I guess there's another side to this screen. We could go to the other side. So be like, oh, you want to check out the other side? Oh, you want to check out anything else, and I'll probably go with you.
Oh, so just
Okay, just
you're
ask.
pretty much open for anything.
Like, make it an adventure.
Adventures.
Yeah, alright, so I'll do that, definitely. Like,
oh, wait, sorry to interrupt. I just realized, like, where are you keeping your wings? Are they just like under like your big coat?
We have
Do
to
you need to see
strap
the
them
picture?
to my back and
Okay.
like tuck them in
Cool.
my pants.
That's
That's
right.
what
I showed her the
It's
picture
a-
from X-Men #1.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
He's
the
just
tuck.
strapped him and tucked him into his giant baggy pants.
Perfect.
Bring it back style.
So stylish.
Those very pants.
So I'm gonna, like, I don't know what everyone else was imagining. I was imagining we're, like, on the roof of, like, a...
The concession stand.
Yeah, like the concession stand. And then I, like, jump down and, like, sneak behind a car. And I'm, like, wave to Angel, like, come on.
Why did you jump down? I can't just.
Because
I have wings.
I'm making... That's true.
Everyone can
But
see
we can't, yeah.
That's true.
They're all strapped to you.
They're really more paying attention to boobs.
I mean, you could, like,
boobs do.
swoop down and
Like-
pick me up. Like, sweep me off my feet, and we can go over to the other side of the screen.
If I do that, will I get seen?
I
Will
think
get
Almost
caught?
assuredly.
Oh, fuck.
But
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Do it.
I think Hank is watching two characters like interact in a non-sexual way, but like in like a seductive or intimate way on the TV, on the screen, and he's like watching that, and then he's looking at these two, and then looking up, and then looking at these two, and he's like, I think he says like, "Pray tell, where are you two going?" And he's going to try to figure out what's the game plan here.
Here's some
Oh.
mask.
Yeah,
Who's
Before
mask?
you get to
Here's-
fly.
Bobby's.
Yep. It's an ice mask, though.
Ooh, we gotta
It's
pierce
rubber.
extra hard. Oh no.
And nay, does it melt
mundane.
away, but instead,
What'd you roll?
the Iceman cometh indeed.
So you rolled like a 4.
None yet.
I did not.
Sounds like a happy ending. Mm-hmm. Just trying to get away from all this talking.
I have perhaps been a bit.
Loquacious.
I was going to say rude.
So don't forget to mark potential.
Alright, I jump down and follow you.
Cool. Nice. So you guys can talk about whatever you want now. We're going to watch the movie in the upside down.
It's not upside down, it's just backwards.
Oh, right. Just
I
backwards.
thought you were a bat or something. Watching that, so that's just gonna hang down from like a tree.
Actually, Beast is the one most frequently seen
Yeah.
upside down.
I remember this.
So as that goes on, there's like a meanwhile, and then we see this establishing shot of this like maximum security prison.
Oh jeez. I feel
Oh,
like
the
you're
raft.
The raft, yeah, okay.
Raft? Is it a boat? Is it like a little dinghy?
No, it's an island.
That's the minimum security prison.
Yeah.
The dinghy.
It's a rowboat.
If you can row to shore, you're free.
You're good. If you can't, then you die out here.
Oh.
It's pretty harsh. It's a minimum, but it's harsh.
As we go to this teenage frolicking, and it's like just says like the raft prison, and it's this security guard and this other like a lady security guard, and they're just like she's on his lap, like they're making out. It's like hardcore. It's like weirdly thematic.
Oh, Deborah, I'm so glad you could. Oh, I'm so glad we got together like this.
Like just shut up.
I'm glad we're from the same hometown.
It's better when you don't talk.
Wait a second. Which one of you is which? I'm just confused. So I knew to not talk.
It's New York, so.
Oh, right. I know.
That's that accent.
And it kind of just, yeah, sure. I was trying to do a Brooklyn accent. I don't know. Yeah, you're trying to do Midwest. But so it just like pans over to this screen, and you see like this black and white, like the screen like jumping around, you know. And there's this like giant person in a tank, and then it's like there's no sound or anything, but then there's like a giant crack in it, and all this stuff. It's black and white screen, so we don't know what it is, but just all this like water or gas or something just starts flying out of it, and then the screen just like turns off. And back to you guys. What are you guys doing?
I think we're just watching the movie.
Watching the movie.
I don't know what those two guys
Several
are.
silent moments.
Scott, I will say that now that those two are gone, I quite appreciate your leadership.
Thank you so much. Your words, they mean a lot to me. I feel like I've known you for quite some time, and
You're my best friend.
But I worry that as these changes that I appear to be going through, perhaps my metamorphosis is not complete, and who knows what butterfly I'll turn into, but most see me merely as a moth, something to be loathed, certainly a freak of some kind or another. I wonder how that'll change our schooling and our ability out in the world.
You're trying to do a move? It sounds like you're angling for that.
it's like you're aiming for something.
I think I'm pushing for a team move.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. But is that a vulnerability?
Yeah, that is exactly a vulnerability. Do you think that I don't know how he would say it, and he would say...
But I'm too hairy.
Yeah.
You think I'm hideous.
When you look at me, do you think I'm losing my humanity? Becoming something else?
Of course not, Beast. Anybody who's ever talked to you knows that not to be the case.
So
If they say losing, marking condition, and mark potential, if they say gaining, clear condition and shift mundane up and any other label down. Ooh. So you're saying he's not losing his humanity?
You can go with gaining, yeah. I think what I said was, anybody who's ever talked to you knows that not to be the
Neutral.
case.
He did say the word pussy, though.
I didn't know.
So you're not losing.
Yeah, if you're not sure, I think just keep pushing, right?
Yeah.
Make it more clear in the conversation.
I think he says, trying to find out if I'm really just becoming in touch with who I am, which I guess, as they say, growing up is hard to do. Or if I'm turning into something entirely different, going through perhaps a unique experience that not merely the life changes of a teenager, but instead, as I said before, perhaps some kind of terrible metamorphosis. And I pray that I, like Gregor Samsa, do not wake up one day a gigantic bug. He's just looking at his hands, which have already gurned some of the hair back.
This is going to sound pretty stupid. I'm going to roll with it.
We'll be in character then.
It's going to, yeah. We see Beast.
Sea beast.
Back to the
Son of a bitch.
back to the look with you, Nissie.
Son of bitches. I mean, at this stage of our lives, everybody's going through plenty of changes. You know, it's a scary time for everybody. Our bodies are changing in unpredictable ways.
I blast uncontrollable.
Eye beams. You grow some extra hair. I think it makes you. I think you're as in touch with your humanity as any of us, if not more so.
Ooh,
Right.
more so.
Okay. That works. He goes, Well, I guess everyone does grow a bit more hair through puberty nonetheless.
As the scene on the movie. Yeah, you guys do you guys want to continue that scene down there? Is there anything going on?
I couldn't
Warren,
remember
can I ask you a personal question?
Perfectly.
I have a feeling you're going to anyway.
How many girlfriends have you had?
Oh no.
Roll the lie.
I like that response. Oh no.
Roll some deception checks.
I've never been with a girl. You seem like you know a lot about it.
If you just look at him angrily, I think you'll catch the gist.
What do you want me to do? That's my third question.
Oh. Can I counter that with a team move? May as well share my secrets.
Yeah, why not? Well, answer the move question first. What do you want him to do? Right? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Well, I want you to keep my secret.
The secret that you're about to tell?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I say that?
Love it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's theoretically not happening in actual conversation, but that's the gist going on. Yeah, you ready to share a vulnerability? Is that what's going on?
Yep. So, the truth is, I've never been with a woman. I know I talk all the talk, but I've never walked the walk. I don't even know what it would be like.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of boobs in this movie, so I think we've seen enough. I'll keep your secret. I could be more than your sidekick.
Ooh.
I'm gonna scoot a little closer.
What happens when you share a vulnerability?
Oh, good question. How big of you?
I ship it.
If they agree to keep it a secret, clear a condition or mark potential.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna clear guilty. Because now somebody knows my secret.
That's fair.
So I don't feel that guilty about lying to everyone else. What was the other thing I had to do?
Nothing. But
Scoot a little closer.
Oh no.
Nothing, but I'm doing something.
I think I'm just gonna let it happen. Yeah, I guess I can go that way.
well, then it might take a few panels of Angel sitting there awkwardly while Iceman gets closer and leans around and tries to do a big smooch.
Ooh, I love it. Do you let that happen?
Okay, here's what
Take
I
a
stop.
powerful blow.
And suddenly you are frozen together at the lips. Welcome to your new life.
Oh, it's like the Christmas story.
No,
you okay with
saw
that?
that same version.
Or is it just like a from out of the blue?
It's okay. So what I picture happening is
I mean, it sounds like it's a comfort and support. That's what, unless it's just a like, gross, get off me.
no.
No, I think he's probably doing a comfort and support on you.
Yeah, no. I think it's like I don't know if I'm ready for that, but like I definitely want to explore it as like a teenager.
All right, now it's getting right into my fan fiction. I love it.
This is what I needed.
I want to say that could count as a comfort and support. That's kind of a weak trigger, but I think I'm going to go with it just because I love it. So, do you think that's what you're rolling, Bobby?
Oh, am I meant to roll something? I was kind of thinking this might be my team move, that I'm sharing a vulnerability.
Okay.
And not verbally, but based on the Warren's response, I'm asking him to confirm or deny that I should be here.
Oh, okay. I love it. Yeah, do that in character then.
You leaned in to kiss.
So so you lean
You
into
don't really need to say anything.
But what's the should I be here or not part?
Well, like,
Does he push him away? Or not?
yeah, does he push him away or not?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So I think that Warren is like he like puts his hand on your hand and is like, I don't think I'm ready for like such a big thing yet, but I want to explore this more.
Don't worry about what's on the screen right now.
That was a good one. You guys are all so quick. It's
So are you
great.
pushing him away?
Not quite, because it's like
Or wait, I guess how is it worded on your move?
Should he be here?
Ask them to confirm or deny that you should be here.
yes, you should be here.
Okay, confirmed. What does that do?
I mark potential and give them influence over me. So that means you already have it. So you can
I sure
shift the
do.
label
Just one?
Shift one up and one down.
from me.
Yeah, he chooses which. Yeah, you choose which of his labels to shift. Not your own labels.
I want Superior to move up and Freak to move down.
Okay. And then I feel like that's when the whole drive-in starts rumbling, right?
What? Is it because Angel's wings suddenly grew erect?
We're not on any fault lines. Odd that there'd be some form of seismic activity here.
Wow, that kiss was. Well, I don't know how far we got.
Oh, was that one of your drives?
To make out, I don't think I'm going to get to check that one off right now.
I think that counts. I would count it.
Alright.
I don't know. That's up to
you
you.
can count it.
It's up to
Yeah.
Warren.
I'll leave it up to you too.
Alright, I'm going to cross it out then. Make out with the teammates. That's a drive that I have on my playbook, and that lets me mark potential. Or two other things I'm not choosing.
What two other things?
Clear a condition or take influence over someone involved. But I'll just see if I can hit the...
See if you can power level right through it.
But yeah, I think so. This whole thing starts rumbling, like that scene in Jurassic Park, you know.
Wow, I never imagined it would
Giant.
feel like this.
Just huge footsteps coming, and then
So what's happening in the movie to like cause the
it's getting real hot. But
There's a fight scene.
and you guys, so you guys are on the
There's
other
just a
side.
picture of the
screen,
yellow
right?
door.
It's like 5 guys are fighting over the woman.
Oh, I was thinking something.
So guys,
But so you
There's
two.
a desk involved.
So let me get this straight. You guys are on one side of the screen, kind of making out, or at least holding hands at this point, having some feels. And you two are on this building over
On
here
the roof of the concession stand, yeah.
yes.
So
Quite far, can't hear a damn thing. It's beautiful. It's great. This is the drive-in movie theater without a car.
so there's
Oh, but
some
this
kind
is a foreign film, so there are subtitles. So
Oh,
that's
shit,
why
you're
we
right.
need that.
Oh my god, it all came
There we
together
go.
in the end, boys. I'm so proud.
So you hear this rumbling, and then you two, at least, you see the like flashing lights. Like maybe there's like a wall or something over here, like in the, because it's night, so you see all these lights going on, and then maybe as almost like your danger sense is going off, Spider-Man, a huge just taxi cab flies through this screen and just destroys it, like from over
Behind
your
us?
heads and toward you guys, but just like into the probably smashed into another car that's there watching movies, and then
Another car.
everyone starts panicking.
Well,
There's a car starting to like just peel out, like just getting out of this parking lot kind of situation. Oh no, as quickly as possible.
Not even me.
I've heard this.
Probably me.
I heard this film
No, I
caused
don't.
quite a commotion in other communities, but this seems like a bit more than I expected.
Yeah, and these two cars that smash together are kind of, you see that they're on fire now. Are a big problem.
Jesus.
Are there people stuck in those cars?
Oh, you could assess the situation.
Motherfucker! All right.
I made you better at this. I helped you.
Hey, great.
Knock it out of the park.
So, it's a 12.
Literally, I hit the taxi cab back.
Home
12.
run.
Yay!
You owe me fair.
What here is in the greatest danger?
Yeah, these people there's 2 people in this car.
Ruh-roh.
They're maybe banging against the like the window of the door, and seems like they can't get out.
Okay. And this.
And
What
as
is-
you know, in every comic and movie, this car's on fire, so they're gonna explode soon.
Yeah, and then what here
They're gonna be
what
dead.
here is the biggest threat?
Yeah, right now that exploding car.
Okay. And I'm like,
You don't see any. You have no idea how this car could have gone through this building on the screen. I guess.
I think Hank says, well, so much for a quiet night at the drive-in. He kind of takes off his jacket.
Immediately regrows all of his.
concentrates for a minute, puffs out.
I got a Play-Doh extruder. Kind of weirdly splooges out.
All shaped like hearts.
Yeah.
Spaghetti! Really like the idea of that too.
That's good.
And then
Play-Doh's
but yeah.
looking around his ears.
But no, I think he says like.
I'm into it.
I think he says like.
Make it a reality.
He says those people are trapped. And he's like, Scott, I'm going to help him.
Oh, my stars and garters.
Oh, you're right behind you.
Yeah.
And he like somersaults down there.
Do you want to ask your last question, or?
I only get 2, it says.
Oh, so tricky.
Really?
Yep.
10 plus S 2. So I asked the biggest threat and what's in the greatest danger.
Yeah, so Cyclops, you're in the best position to do anything. Is there anything you want to do?
Wow.
Use your
He's
laser
kind of
beams
jumped
to
down.
put out the fire.
Yeah, I know.
I think there's precedent for that.
What?
Yeah, they're not heat lasers, they're impact lasers.
Ah.
Yep, that is apparently a thing in physics. I don't think so, but in comic books, yes.
Well, as a
It's all energy.
as a person who has a bunch of insight about physics, maybe
should know.
I'll tell you about this.
Well, I'll do it. Yeah.
So you're going to try and put it out with your...
Yeah, I'll try to make an explosion of air next to the car that'll put out the fires.
Yep.
That actually is a thing.
Oh yeah, push the car, like the theoretically exploding car off the one with the people in it, kind of.
Well, I thought they were in the car. I was going to explode. I meant
There's like so yeah, they're in a car and they're kind of trapped now, and then there's that taxi cab that's on top of it, like upside down.
Oh, I'm going to kill these people tonight.
And
So I'm going to...
and to make, I guess to make
I'm
this,
getting flashbacks to the whole Bell thing.
Something about a
So-
spaceship
there
and
you go. But so to make it more clear, like from the guts,
So I got a plus one.
the undercarriage of this taxi cab that you can
But
see
it's
is
on
it's
top.
like on fire. Like
So
fire's
yeah,
coming
I'll
out
try
of it.
to knock that thing away.
That makes sense. So that seems like unleashing your powers.
Yep.
Overcome an obstacle.
Hey, pretty good.
So yeah, it's a 12.
Barely did. Just kidding, that was great. So you do it, yeah. So describe that.
I hit with my laser eyes, and big beam goes across the parking lot.
Oh.
Almost everybody that's not just like pure terror running away sees it.
Here's a question: do you have your visor, or are you wearing your glasses, your ruby glasses? This is like civilian time, right?
Glasses. Yeah, because it's civilian stuff.
And since also this is a comic book, everyone has their uniform with them under their street clothes,
Right,
and you
right.
could bring out your visor from your pocket anytime if you want. But describe it however you want. So
Yeah,
But
no,
for that initial panel,
absolutely.
definitely lifts up the glasses.
just lifts up the sunglasses in the middle of the night.
And even it can change from panel to panel. We don't even know.
It's a comic book, guys.
Yeah.
And it hits the taxi cab, and everybody sees, and the taxi cab like flips off and lands in like a vacated spot where a bunch of people drove away and explodes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about like what do you do, Beast, as that happens?
So
People are there.
So he's hopped down. This thing is now off, so they're not in as much danger of this exploding.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's just going to like rip off the door to help them get out of there.
Yeah. I feel that counts as defend.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, that's pretty close. Or
You know what?
yeah, I guess you could unleash your powers actually. That makes more
I'm
sense.
gonna grab you.
Since they're not
Alright.
an immediate threat anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
So strong.
We've probably practiced this
So
maneuver.
you're kind of just trying to rip it off
Yeah.
with your beastly might.
Or you could do Frozone. Scare
What's that?
better.
What you get?
With freak. Well, either way, I fail.
A 6.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about you and the team. Let's
Too bad I brought
see
down
what
your
you
freak
do.
stuff.
Oh wait, no, it's +1 because I'm responding to the
Yes.
Man makes
Oh,
ice
awesome.
slides.
Great.
It's amazing. It
thing.
works.
Yeah, so I actually I get a 7 and I say like
Yeah, dropping out.
like the cavalry has arrived. Fear not, and I yank this door off. Ooh. Can I throw a thing in as like a negative thing?
Well, you got a
As
mark
suggestion?
condition or say how it's unstable or temporary.
I think he's going to become like very insecure because while he's doing this, he just talked about how he's not like a monster, but he rips this door off and he makes a noise that's a lot more like an animal growling than he expected to. He expected it to just be like a muscle man grunting, and instead he made much more of like a growling noise, and the people get real scared and they
I love
hesitate for a minute, and he like kind of looks at them. And they take a moment to like run away, and he sees that they're like afraid, and so he's like feels
Yeah.
bad about himself.
Absolutely, love it.
Poor boy.
That's Beast in a nutshell.
That's him.
What do you two lovebirds do?
I'm grabbing him. I'm gonna take him to the scene of the action.
Sure. Should
I
just,
think-
like flying over.
Well, you just saw a cab theoretically fly over
Fly over your head
through the thing.
I like the idea that Bobby was out of it. So, like, Warren grabs him, like, as soon as he does it, I, like, recognize the maneuver. Like, oh, he's about to pick me up and fly somewhere, but I don't know why. Because I was just, like, totally lost in the moment.
Love it. So, Angel, what are you doing now?
Definitely, I think when your wings come out, like, it breaks, the straps are holding together, and, like, the jacket flies away, and you're in your garb, and that's...
And there's, like, a full page width panel of, like, Angel gloriously holding Iceman, and it was super, like, romantic. Like, Iceman is, like, the...
Fireman.
Well,
Like,
Iceman is, like, the damsel, like, falling over into
That's
Angel's
wonderful.
arms, and there's an exploding cap in the background.
oh, yeah.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah, that cap's probably
fucking
about to explode. What,
great.
Like,
So
what are you
fly
doing?
away.
What are you doing flying? What are you doing? What's the goal?
Well, we're flying away, but we're flying away from the cab, but we're flying to, like, where all the panicked people are.
Yeah, and I think these...
Like, see if anybody is stuck.
Like, I think maybe even, like, as you take off, like, there's, like, 2 or 3, maybe, like, a giant truck, like a Chevrolet or something, just, like, goes through, like, the back way where you guys were and just almost runs you over if you weren't flying.
Are they like escape? Like there's like an escape?
Yeah, they're, like, everyone's panicking, like, driving in it's, like, chaos.
You gotta get out of here.
Wait, what was a semi-truck doing back there? Did you say
Drive
semi-truck?
it. No, a
It's a
Chevrolet. Yeah,
Oh.
just
Just like
just
somebody's
giant
truck.
truck, yeah. They've got a little sticker of Calvin peeing on a Ford symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I almost missed that bit.
Some
Yeah.
tennis balls and pantyhose.
So, are you kind of looking around, or what are you
Looks
doing?
like a nutsack.
Oh, no. So, Angel, are you looking around, or what's the plan?
I didn't want to buy truck nuts.
I wanted to make him out
I wanted to make him out
pantyhose.
himself.
Tennis balls.
To see if anybody else needs our support. Or,
That is way less soft than it ought to be.
That's what she said.
Not big-
Yeah, okay, I think that's
not like
the
normal
situation
butter.
again. That is superior. And then, ooh, sounds good. Also, I'm not.
6.
I don't know about
boy can
your
help you.
moves you picked, especially since no one said any of them out loud, except for you. But yeah, if any of those apply, you're gonna have to tell me. Or you want to try any of them. But with that, you got a 6. You said that's not great. Bobby, you're in a position to help if you can
Bobby
pave the way.
helps.
Are we doing a new team move anytime soon, or are we locked into our team pool right now?
We have 4. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're 4 now. You're not.
We haven't done the intro to combat, though.
Right.
So we can get
I don't
more.
think you're against a direct threat right now, but don't
Not this
worry,
second.
you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll,
fire is like your main nemesis.
yeah, I'll assist
so-
with that.
Okay. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm like carrying you like this, right?
Yeah. Well, so you're carrying me, and
Or
I.
like this.
Either way,
It's all good for
I think it's a little more snug than it used to be.
It's all on pretty good.
Yeah, so I like the idea that you like are flying over the scene, and I'm blasting down ice crystals.
Oh, what, to like stop the car from exploding? Too soon?
Yeah, just like
Stop the fires with ice.
Oh, I like
Like
that.
an
dropping down a
extinguisher.
layer of snow as you like rain angelically over it.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
I love that. So that kind of prevents this
People are like, is it snowing?
taxi cab
So
from
they're all
blowing
in
up.
cars screaming, foot on gas pedal.
Yeah, which lets Angel pay more attention. So punch up to a 7.
How can we best end this quickly?
Okay. So yeah, that you see that Iceman stop that car from exploding, but maybe as you're just kind of circling around above the scene, you see from that direction that the taxi cab came from, not way in the distance, but a good deal in the distance, like a few blocks way past that way. There's this huge explosion. So to end it quickly, get rid of that. Who's ever doing that?
Or whatever.
True.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's Mole Man. I knew it.
Hans Molman.
Moloids.
It's the danger room.
It's a dark danger room.
It was the
Also
Black
not
Mirror
unprecedented.
Damn it, Professor X.
He let it loose on the
People's
world.
lives are at stake now.
So yeah, what are you two doing now that so those people are freed? They're kind of freaked out, but
Yeah, I think Hank just kind of like stares at them for a little while as they run, and then he looks at the like the car door and how he's like crushed part of it in his mighty palms.
Yeah.
And kind of drops it and looks down at his hands again, and like the long claw-like fingernails have kind of grown back, and he's like hairier, and I think like almost Hulk-esque style, getting like worked up, kind of like made him like get hairier, and his nails grow.
I love it.
And he's ripped through some of like the white button-up shirt that he was wearing.
Some of it.
Awesome buttons.
Definitely while he's like freaking out a little bit and looking at himself, I'm gonna run over and be like, "You did great. Come on, let's go. We have to figure out what's going on." And I'm trying to comfort him. That's what I'm saying. You did great. And I'm like, "Come on, let's go. You're great."
Give me some more. How are you comforting him? He's kind of freaking out. What are you,
He is kind of freaking out. I'm like, put my arm on him. Yeah.
just like focus. Like
Come on. You're good. Let's go. You done
Okay.
great. You saved those people.
I'm okay with that.
Kiss him on the mouth. Oh.
Everyone's got to make out. I told you that's my fan fiction.
Yeah. So
good.
that is a 10.
All right.
So 0 when that's dead.
So, Beast then marks potential clear condition or shifts labels if they open up to you.
Oh no, it's an 8. I forgot I was angry.
You can either clear.
It's still an 8.
Oh.
So I can't do that. But you can do your things.
Okay, so I can. On a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels. So yeah, so he'll clear.
If they open up.
Yeah,
So he's kind of calmed you down, but what do you say after that?
and I think Hank just says like, they see me as a sheep sees a wolf, or something like that.
Jesus.
That works. I'm fine with that.
Well, you're not, buddy. You're here to save him. Now, come on.
Now
Let's figure out what's over there.
So yeah, I think all of these cars have kind of just one way or another gotten out of this place pretty much. There might be some people maybe you see like are in the concession building, like just like hiding there. I guess by this. Oh, and you see those two circling above you, so you can talk to them if you need to. But I think in this car that the people evacuated from, you hear like the radio, supervillain going through Main Street, claiming to be a mutant.
Oh my!
This is really bad for
Guess we're in the right place at the right time, huh, guys?
Main Street and a mutant. The Daily Bugle is going to make hay of all the alliteration.
Let's see how this guy stacks up against the danger room. I'll crack my knuckles.
Hey, fully working.
Well, we have to get there now.
Got a knuckle crack in there. Should have.
Well, good thing your convertible's right here.
Sure, you guys jump in the car then?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, you can probably get around quicker sans the car, but
But would you let us drive your car?
No, because this way we have like time to formulate a plan.
okay. Well,
The four of you, the X-Men,
Ooh.
in the X-Mobile.
Alright.
Charging into danger.
No, I have a magnet on the inside and I slap it on the outside and it's a little X.
Sure.
I have it made.
God.
I knew this would happen. I was prepared.
If only the professor could see us now.
To die.
Ooh.
Battle.
based on what?
What?
No, I was gonna try to figure out more of what's going on based on what I already knew about the situation, but
Well, I think
I think we
Well,
haven't
I'm
left
gonna
the
tell you
same
what I
situation just
saw.
yet.
In the air.
yeah. No, I think I'm gonna speed this along too, and let you you kind of drive up to this giant
Explosion.
burgundy armored person. You guys know what Juggernaut looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. There's just people panicking everywhere. People probably run, like it's probably hard to going toward the action. Everyone's going like driving the opposite direction now. And I say it's like probably early evening too. It might be like 7 or 8. basically like 10 feet tall. He's like double the size of a normal person, probably.
But where's his yellow jumpsuit?
Burgundy armor. And maybe there's an occasional car or right now there's a car that just is driving right toward him and starts to, turn and get out of his way, and he just grabs it by the bumper, and just as if it's, like this thing, and just like, and just throws like a frisbee into this building, and it explodes.
Those people are dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, if this was X-Men the Animated Series, they'd jump out at the last second onto like a pillow truck. But that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. That.
Also, if it's
remember,
Domino
this
and
isn't the greater
really cool
reboot.
too.
There's just people
There's a big blow up panda there.
Yeah.
Well, this guy needs to cool down.
Yeah, and you guys are driving up. What do you guys got some time to do something? I love that.
We'll have one.
It's a pretty tense situation, I don't know. Is that what's going on? But what do you guys do?
Yeah, I'm going in.
Is the building and structure
Who's driving? You?
danger?
I don't think you would let anybody else drive.
Oh, this is my baby.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
My other baby.
Ice baby.
I want to go just
See, I'm
like
doing his moves.
not quite all the way up to his face, but like
I think you're driving up to him. Like,
Yeah.
It's still like wow.
She's just going to drive her baby all the way up to like this man who just tossed a car into a building and exploded it?
Yeah, this is where you decide
That's fine
basically
parking.
like, are you going to fight this foe head on? Is that what's going on?
I mean, you can jump.
from
I can
not
carry
head
you.
on. He's
I would like to
walking up.
closely observe him. If that means I have to get out of the car before these folks do, then so be it.
Well, I'm technically trying to figure out if you guys are activating the team mechanism when you enter a battle against a dangerous foe as
Yeah.
a team.
yeah, I guess
we're
maybe
formulating a plan against dangerous teams, so it counts, I think.
Yeah.
maybe Angel pulls off at a safe distance.
I
get out. And
I think Hank says it doesn't seem like a direct frontal assault. Will foe this mighty tower of a man. Fell this mighty tower of a foe.
So I'm driving, and I need like a turn thing.
Oh wait, but hold on. Definitely, but are you entering battle or not?
Yes.
What else are we doing?
Okay, so let me
Just
ask
like
these
turn around going
team
home?
questions.
Oh, fuck this shit.
let's
This is a
open
big
negotiations.
man. Fuck it. We're going home.
We never do that. Why don't
All
we
right.
do that?
So who's team leader?
Cyclops.
I'm just saying, I'm the one driving and telling people what to do. So, that's pretty much a leader.
Beast,
All right.
Beast, you're the tiebreaker.
Oh, we do it based on majority?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Who's the
Would you be a
actual
tiebreaker? No.
No.
But
You'd be the time maker.
I'd be the time maker,
Do we feel
so I
comfortable?
also think it would be
What's the-
Cyclops in this
I
situation.
voted for Cyclops.
Yeah, he voted for
Cyclops
Cyclops.
is the team.
yeah, that's why I said you'd be the time maker.
Okay.
I think Juggernaut's in charge.
The professor.
Oh, shit.
We're fucked.
You're right.
So-
Yes.
In that case, you get 2. Did you take that one that adds more?
No.
Very well. Do you have influence over everybody? All your teammates?
No.
All right.
That's your own fault.
Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
To defeat Juggernaut and save the day.
Say so?
You too?
You don't want to save the day?
I mean, I would.
Literally what your lifeblood is. Saving the day.
Same purpose? Defeat Juggernaut? Or
Ooh, the bottle caps are making a comeback.
yeah.
I like it.
Does anyone
Take more
mistrust
beers, guys.
the leader?
Yeah, I still don't like you.
Mistrust or not like?
I guess just not like.
Okay.
Well, that's different.
And then,
It's not nearly as bad.
do you feel ill-prepared or off-balance?
Yes. We were chilling.
Again, I have
I
perfect balance.
suddenly have a sense of purpose.
Ah.
We are superheroes. Life is awesome. We can handle it.
I'm okay with that. So I will not remove one. I'm going to go over what these... I should have done this probably the first one.
This is Branden.
Just to refresh everyone, too, the leader in particular, and when I'm playing this, I'm going to have them be in charge of these points. Actually, just take them. I don't want the leader.
See, it would have been less of a slide if you just.
At any point that someone spends a team point, including you can mark a condition to keep it.
Alright, I always forget
The
about that rule.
team
I feel like
thing
we never used it in like the months that we played
Yeah, I
this
don't
game.
think so.
We played this game
Another
for 3
thing-
months and we didn't use it once. Maybe once. who was their leader?
Yeah, you can also act.
you,
So this
right?
this
I
might
can't
be
remember.
interesting
Yeah.
to you. You can spend team
Like, they call
selfishly.
you Hawkeye, but you were something like
So when you
that.
do that, you say how your actions ignore or insult your
I think
teammates.
we're named Hawkeye.
Remove one team
Not that far.
and shift one of your labels up and down your choice. You can use this option after rolling and use the label that you're rolling.
Oh, right, if you want to do things on
I
your
have
own.
that on my sheet somewhere.
It's probably in your basic moves.
It's in your basic moves. It's instead of doing team moves.
Oh,
it's-
right. I always forgot there's like an inside and then
Think of your strategies. I think 12 people wanted to do something, or at least 80 first.
Well,
I don't think a head-on assault will do us much good.
Of course not.
No, and we have
We
to
need
work
to-
together if we're gonna beat our foes.
We need to observe.
What, you don't think we can take this guy?
Alright, so you guys have a strategy?
Yeah, it's great.
Kinda
So
It's
were you
cool
saying you wanted to...
closely observe.
Yeah,
Juggernaut
that's the
running
soldier
around.
move, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. That seems like the first thing to do.
Yep. Forest fight.
Not bad
That's
at
pretty
all.
good. So I hold 3. And I can spend my hold to redirect their attack, to cross the distance between them and I, to momentarily stun them, to ignore all harm, or to escape any bindings or impediments they place on me.
That's awesome.
And I
And
have
you
3.
Very good.
It's
You got some
pretty
distance between you, by the way. Just
They
saying.
do. And I think Iceman's running up there.
Oh, so you're jumping out of the car?
Yeah, I want to directly engage a threat.
Oh, man. So you house up. What are you doing?
I kind of want to do like a
Snowballs?
cowboy showdown style, where I'm gonna just look him in the eye, and walk up to him, get his attention.
I feel like maybe I didn't describe this enough. So imagine you guys are on like a big like city road, I guess.
Okay.
It's normally full of traffic, but now they're kind of just like cars everywhere.
Right.
And he's kind of like sprinting in the opposite direction that you guys are.
Oh, he's
And
running
since
away?
Yeah, since he's so giant, he kind of goes. I mean, not faster than a car, but like pretty fast. And he's running, like in the opposite direction that you guys are driving in, I guess. And it's easy to get it, up to him, but it's going to be hard to get face to face with him unless you go around. Which it's a comic book. I think that's dramatic enough to just happen if you want.
You want to
just
hold
wanna,
around in front of him, or I mean, I could like bait him, like just try to catch his feet in some ice and like yell something taunting.
I feel like you probably want to make a move to catch up to him and then do something after that if you want.
All right.
Or unless you want to just, like you have projectiles and things.
That's true. Can I? So something to catch up, or I could try to provoke him.
Oh yeah, the provoking could work if you want to get his attention.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so kind of yelling at him.
Yeah.
What do you yell? He's about, I'd say like 10, 12 feet tall.
He's about the size of this room.
You ghastly giant.
He's got a giant, weird like
Metal
dome helmet.
Hey, Big Red. I already said chill out, and cool down.
Freeze!
Freeze.
God.
That's exactly it. Hey, Big Red, freeze. And I want to ice his feet.
Ice him.
As he's running away.
So more provoking or?
Well,
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
icing his feet is a thematic addition to the taunt.
Okay, yeah, that works.
All right, so I'm going to roll plus
So
superior.
I mean, you're trying to make them stop, right? Is the goal?
Yeah, gain his attention, so you have to stop at that point, right?
Yeah, that works.
10.
Hey, they rise to the bait and do what you want.
For PCs on a 10 plus. Both?
What? No.
No.
He's not a PC.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I think you probably freeze his feet then, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of stops, and then
He probably easily breaks out and just turns
I
around.
was gonna say that's pretty much exactly what happened. He just one foot and then the other just shatters it into a million pieces, and then kind of slowly turns around, and then you guys see like maybe in the mirrors or something that there's a bunch of police cars coming from behind you at this point.
Only now does my confidence slightly waver as he turns around 1 foot at a time.
He kind of looks down at all of you, and you said you did put that X thing on the car? Perfect.
Yeah.
So, he's, hey, Pipsqueak, what's the deal with that?
Wait a minute, that sounds exactly like Professor Xavier if he were a tough guy.
You're causing a lot of problems, and the X-Men won't stand for it.
It's like, oh, perfect. This is where Chuck's little diaper kids ended up. I was looking for you.
Thought bubble.
Diaper kids.
Chuck, does he know Professor Charles Xavier?
And then he kind of leans down and puts his hand on the just the concrete, and just kind of gets a handful of concrete,
Oh, God.
and then just charges at you guys.
You ain't no superhero. You're a dummy and a zero. But your first date was on our wedding day. But you're Julian Free.
Will the Teen X-Men be able to defeat the Juggernaut? What is this villain's connection to the team's mentor? Will there be time left for smooching? You'll have to come back for the epic conclusion of the X-Men Masks. This American Dice is created by Austin and also me. I also edited this episode. Masks, the New Generation was created by Branden Conway. It's put out by Magpie Games if you want to pick it up, and I highly suggest you do. That song you heard earlier is called Superhero by King Louie's Missing Monuments. See you next time, true believers.
Totally
That count as
uncrushed.
diffusing a tense situation with the gym. I just happened to read it.
Possibly, I don't know. I'd let them decide that.
Yeah,
I would
no.
say no, but...
Yeah, I'm good.